I know that I've been geeking out about FTR on all these podcasts, but for anybody who knows me, they have you guys have seen nothing yet. My man, the bastard, is back on television. PAC, I am so excited that he's back on TV, man. And I thought that I thought this promo, this segment, I didn't know what they were going to do, right? I mean, a lot of people were wondering if he was going to show up live. Obviously, the coronavirus has played a role in his ability to get on Dynamite over the last few months. But my goodness, was this a cool segment? Just like the isolation driving him crazy, and all these different visuals of PAC, like oh my God, take it from me because I can't even. I'm nerding out.
So I need to just say one minor down from this. Okay,
listen to the guys' Cheerios.
No, but it's gonna be a roller coaster back to the top.
All right.
So I want to start. Good news, bad news. The thing I didn't like about this was all of a sudden they're like, after this awesome face-to-face, they're like, well, we just received this video from PAC.
The timing of it.
We just received this video. You've been hyping this up for the whole week. You didn't just receive this video. Yeah. They segued it better. There's nothing to do with the promo itself.
I take a lot of pride in segues, and I think that that's really important. And I do think that if they would have presented that segment in a better portion of the show, and they would have segued into that segment for PAC, it would have been even more powerful. I do agree with you on that.
They could have, honestly, to hype it up even more, they could have Tony Schiavone standing on the ramp, be like, it's been 7 months since we've heard from this man, and here we have a message to you from PAC. And it was more of a focus, and then it's boom, it's like a clean segue. But overall, the vignette, the promo, everything was spot on, and I got a surprise for you later. So I can't wait. I was really hoping we'd see him in person. This to me hints that he will be at Full Gear. I don't know why you wouldn't do this without him being at Full Gear.
Yeah.
In what aspect? I don't know.
Well, and it's interesting too, right? Because in that vignette, you heard multiple instances where Eddie Kingston's voice was caught in there. He was asking, "Where's your friend?" Right? Like that made me really intrigued. What are they going to do? We've talked about, like, obviously PAC. He formed the Death Triangle with Phoenix and Pentagon really before unfortunately the pandemic came in and kind of changed the direction of the whole thing.
Right.
But we never really got to see where that was going.
Right.
It's almost as if his friends were, that group was ripped away from him. And I'm curious to see how he reacts. Is he going to go in and be an ally to Eddie Kingston? Or is he going to play a role that could potentially lead to a feud between the two?
I think it was almost 2 months ago.
You did.
I said this before we
reiterate
even heard
it.
From
Go
PAC.
ahead. Take some kudos. You did say it.
My bold prediction was that PAC makes a surprise debut, tries to take back his Death Triangle, and so it's Death Triangle versus Butcher and the Blade and Eddie. So you get that feud going for a little bit.
Yep.
And then PAC comes out on top, obviously, with the Death Triangle. And I don't think he necessarily needs to feud with Moxley if he's still the champ. So then you can have Kenny and Moxley on the side and eventually Kenny winning. And then I think PAC can focus on the TNT championship and get that. And then Lucha Brothers maybe can feud with whoever's the tag champs eventually. So that could be like long-term plans, in my opinion.
I think that you got a lot going there. And you look brilliant right now with the way things are coming together. I think that Omega and PAC have quite a history together. So that could even be, if Kenny becomes champion, that could also be a potential feud down the road. You don't know. All I know is that I am cheesing hardcore, and I was so excited to see my favorite wrestler on the whole planet back again on television. There is nobody who is more intense and who brings it like PAC does. That guy he has reinvented himself. To think that he was once wearing a purple cape and the man that gravity forgot, the Mighty Mouse, and now look at him. He's just – to me, there are few in this business who get it, in the sense that every single moment he breathes that character. He lives that intensity. We talked about that with Eddie Kingston, how everything felt real and raw, and that it comes from something inside. There is a chip on his shoulder for being passed over all these years and not being recognized for how damn good he is.
Right.
And I think that chip is never going away. I think that intensity is never going away. I think that he's gained quite a following for just being basically for being an unapologetic bastard, like he talks about. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think it's awesome. I can't wait.
He looked great. I mean, he already is one of the best shaped wrestlers on the planet, and if possible, he looked even better. So, I mean, I don't ever want to see him as a babyface.
No, he's way too good as a heel.
A+.
Yeah,
hands down, 10 out of 10.
Glad to hear that. And I appreciate.
I know you've always been high on PAC, always been high on Miro.
Yep.
And so I'm seeing the light finally.
I mean, tonight's show really. I mean, there's no coincidence. I'm all smiles, guys. I'm not complaining about tonight's show at all. I'm a big FTR fan, big Miro fan, big PAC fan. So They checked all the boxes for me. I'm happy as can be. That said, man, obviously we're really excited about what potential championship matches are down the line for PAC. But we do see somebody else